Joy Williams. You know the school.
You remind me of the times when I knew who I was, but still the second hand will catch us like it always does. Until the day I die, I feel my heart for you.
Got K2.
They are the national champions of college football.
Years finally here, game day with Bubba K. Ain't nowhere to hide, so just line it up and run the play. Everybody wants to be a winner with December, but first we gotta separate contenders from pretenders. Not so fast, my friend, tell them Corso. Our show is so superior to your show. ESPN, the king of college pigskin. 10 years and running for flat towards another 10. Saturday at the shoe dress store, Landis Cruz battle in Seattle, trying not to unravel in light of Slicky Ricky, new heights of dismissal. ESPN, I'll be there to the final whistle.
Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, and a sea of orange, greeting the Clemson Tigers and the visiting Georgia Bulldogs. Well, one of the grandest entrances in all of college football. We push to the top of the hill and Jackaroot.
It's the wildest tradition you'll ever see. Every player rubs Howard's rock, given to former Clemson coach Frank Howard from the original Death Valley. Brett, 2003's college football is underway.
There is nothing like it as you watch them spill down the hill. 83,000 on hand. It's Clemson, Georgia. It's an ancient neighborhood rivalry. There's bragging rights, and normally this war goes right down to the fourth quarter, and here they come.
They show run all the way and play fake, and Green going to put it up down the middle. Going to go Gibson, got him open for a touchdown. Touchdown! Georgia scores. They show run, and Gibson goes one-on-one. A third down. David Green going to run the quarterback draw to the end zone. Haven't seen the signal from the officials. There we are. Point debacle, hands of Texas Tech. Now you get whacked at home. You open the new season. Cooper. Nope, let's check that again now.
DJ Shockley.
Touchdown, DJ Shockley. So Mark Rick over to shake hands with his friend Tommy Biden after Rick's Dogs pitch a 30-0 shutout here in Death Valley.
It's the Home Depot SEC on CBS, a couple of top-ranked teams. This afternoon, the Auburn Tigers first on the field. California. USC 11-2, winners in the Orange Bowl a year ago. Auburn 9-4. 3 wideouts, 2 to the right. Campbell straight drop back, gets protection. Now has to scamper to his right, in and out, intercepted. Picked off by the freshman Darnell Bing. Here's Leinart deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Matt Leinart's first completion as a collegian goes for a touchdown.
Jason Campbell out of the pocket that time. Here he comes again.
There he comes. Lawan Ramsey. Campbell fumbles, And Ramsey got there. Lawan Ramsey, he is the only player on this Southern California team with Alabama ties. Recovered by Southern California. Dennis hit at the line, breaks free, touchdown! And Pete Carroll let the celebration continue. They have overwhelmed Auburn.
A great, great win for USC.
The Washington Huskies and the Ohio State Buckeyes on ABC Sports. And here are your defending national champions in college football, the Ohio State Buckeyes. More than 100,000 have gathered in Ohio Stadium for this ball game tonight. And when you look down from on top of it, Ohio Stadium no longer looks like a horseshoe. But the faithful will always call it that because of its great history. Home of the Buckeyes, 114 seasons, and they're polishing their brand new national championship trophy. The Ohio State Buckeyes tonight hosting the Washington Huskies. Ball is given to Hall, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Wide out to the top of the picture. Gamble's on this side. He goes underneath right down the middle of the field. He's looking to throw a block, but Krenzel comes out of the pack and finds daylight. Corner, touchdown. Michael Jenkins was the man that threw the block that got him home. Looks around to find somebody. Now gets a little bit of heat. Takes off with it. Still looking. He's shopping, and here he dives. Touchdown. My goodness. This man is a poised football player. Resourceful. Sounded like it. Ball handed in the middle and into the end zone goes Lydell Ruffs. So your final score is Ohio State 28 and Washington 9.
On behalf of all of our crew, we thank you for joining us here, and they'll be talking about this one for a while because Georgia Tech has just upset Auburn as they run off the final 7 seconds, 17-3.
It's what makes college football great. I mean, that's why they play these games, and Reggie Ball, a true freshman, pulls off the upset.
Welcome to ESPN's College Football Saturday, celebrating 20 years of college football on ESPN. Tonight, the #1 ranked Oklahoma Sooners take on the Alabama Crimson Tide.
This game.
You see the numbers on White. Going to go up the sideline. Fade route, got a man wide open at the 10-yard line, and he will score. Mark Clayton. Charles Jones got roasted. Broyle. Deep drop, far sideline, drills the pass, touchdown, Triamba Sloop. Here they come right up the middle, and they're going to throw a pass, and it's complete at the 30-yard line, 40, 45 to the 50. Michael Thompson, and how about that gamble by Coach Stoops? Reynolds in motion. Oklahoma got to go for it all, heading for the end zone, and it is caught at the 5 and touchdown Brandon Jones. 47 yards in the pass play. And he'll take a knee. So the Oklahoma Sooners are now 2-0 on this young season. Mike Shula goes to 1-1, loses his first game here at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to the center of the college universe. Who needs hype when you have a Florida-Miami game? This is not just some rivalry. This is one-on-one combat.
Brothers and sisters, I don't know what this world is coming to.
In a series filled with bad blood, the Gators take on the Canes in a Sunshine State grudge match. and Florida. Coming up next on ABC Sports.
And two of the dominant programs in college football in the last 2 decades set to collide. It's number 18 Florida against the 3rd-ranked Hurricanes of Miami. And we're underway in Miami. Hester from the 3. Streaks across the 30. He might be gone. Petrovic, the kicker, to beat. Forget it. It's going to be a touchdown. .97 yards on the opening kick. 16. Gators would like to pay Miami back for that tonight. Martin now rolls to throw. Down the sideline, wide open. Carlos Perez, touchdown. 50 yards. Florida an extra point away from tying it up. Up to about 3:07. Here's a flare pass. That might be a lateral. Florida's thinking so. Scooped up. Kewan Ratliff. Touchdown, Florida. 5. And it's Wynn. And Wynn down the sideline. 3 Canes to beat. They can't get him. Touchdown, Florida. 65 yards on the opening play of the 3rd quarter. Now it's Carthon. Carthon ran into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. First down. Back to throw again. Going deep. Got a man. Bird. Touchdown, Miami. 26-yard strike. Berlin fires down the middle, and he's got a man again. And it's a race for Kevin Beard. Can he win it? Down the sideline. Out at the 1-foot line. Old Canes. Frank Gore. Touchdown, Miami. Berlin to throw. Brock over the middle's got his man. Touchdown, Ryan Moore. Gore heading for the first down, and he's got it. It's a touchdown. Chris Leak. This time he's intercepted. Miami will survive it. The ball is still loose. Alfonso Marshall picked it off. It's been blown dead, and the Canes dodge a huge bullet.
Tonight, it's number 13 LSU paying a visit to the Wildcats of Arizona. John Makovic in his 3rd year here at Arizona. On the other side, it is Lou Saban. He is an excellent football coach, or Nick Saban, I should say, 51 years old, out of Fairmount, West Virginia. Pickup of 1 on the play. 2nd and 8, Mock on the option. Pitches it back, a dive. Touchdown, LSU.
Contact.
2nd down and 4, Mock throws it into the flat, complete. Clayton's got some running room. Say goodbye to Michael Clayton.
Before the end of the half to show how much he's improved his skills.
A great idea by Coach Saban. Wide open, and they're going to add 7 more on the board. Devery Henderson from Marcus Randall.
Dominic Davis and Brandon Tofield.
Now Molina with the kick at the 38-yard line. Skylar Green, look out. 1 man to beat, and take it home, Skylar. So that wraps it up. LSU took the lead early on, never gave it up, 59-13.
Here come the Ohio State Buckeyes, the defending national champions. Their winning streak, 16 consecutive games. They're 2-0 in the season. And today, it's the Big Ten and the Atlantic Coast Conference. Bottom of your screen out of sight is Jenkins. This is Krenzel. Krenzel's got the corner. Touchdown, Craig Krenzel. Ohio State is on the board again. Is in the game. 1st and goal. They look for McClendon. There's pressure on Rivers. Throws underneath. To the 1. Touchdown, NC State. There he is. T.J. Williams, the mismatch guy.
for the swing. He's got pressure. Now he steps up inside, throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ben Hartsock, the big tight end. Rivers looks sober. Touchdown, NC State. Complete to Tremaine Hall. Goal. T.A. McClendon to the corner. Inside the 5. Touchdown, NC State.
Has kept Ohio State going in this game.
First and goal for the 2. Back to the end zone. Touchdown, Ryan Hamby. Third down. Throws it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Michael Jenkins.
That crazy formation. They'll probably break from here.
This is it.
I think McClendon's a decoy. You got to go over here to the left of these 4 receivers.
They've got to score. Here's McClendon. Inside the 1.
Boy, he looked down.
No signal.
He looked down.
No signal.
He looked like his forward momentum was stopped. It looked like his butt was on the ground before he fell back into the end zone.
Still no signal. Nope. It's over. Ohio State wins it. The defending national champions have won their 17th game in a row.
And it looked to me like up here, his butt hits the ground right there. Great call by the officials.
2 tight ends, a familiar Michigan power look. They show strength to the right side. And it'll be Perry, cut back, dive for the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Michigan! Chris Perry. Early down, the officials made a good call here. Navarre under pressure fires. Touchdown! He hits his running back, Chris Perry, who now has run for a touchdown and caught a pass for a second. Number 23, Perry on a stretch. Slash, going in zone, looking third, touchdown. Got it! 3 touchdowns for number 23. Games.
Well, Ohio State found that out last year, didn't they? As they tiptoed into the championship.
Limbert, touchdown, Michigan. And it's 38-0. And man, you take a look at the offense for Michigan, 439 yards today and only 140 for Notre Dame.
Play. Chance Mox has a receiver hit in the end zone. It is BJ, and he is Johnson, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Arkansas threatening to score on their first possession. Here's Jones. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Position on a 13-yard Longhorn punt. Jones, give it to him. And he will take it himself. 3, 2, 1, touchdown.
Or take it yourself, right? The right side. They're going to go right now. They went left on him.
And left side. Did he get there? Touchdown, Arkansas.
Punch set again. And there goes the pick play. Wide open.
Free play for Texas. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Murphy jumps on the football. Big play.
Inside handoff, Cedric Cobb. He is a sprinter from Little Rock. He will not catch him. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Getting the best of the Longhorns. Had Jones on the option, and ball comes out, picked up, and by Dakari Pearson, 35-30. Pearson's on his way. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Big tight end, cross motion.
2 tight ends, they give it to the big back, and did he get there? They're signaling touchdown, but there's a flag down on the play in Arkansas history with a winning record against the Longhorns of Texas. And as the final seconds tick away, the upset is complete. Arkansas, the Razorbacks of Houston Nutt, have come to Austin and beaten the 5th-ranked Longhorns of Texas 38-28.
From the campus of Kansas State University in Manhattan, KSR presents College Football Saturday. As today it's a non-conference battle. The Thundering Herd of Marshall taking on the 6th-ranked Kansas State Wildcats. Oh, Schwinn put it on the ground, and he throws it right to the big man for Marshall. Now the foot race with Sproles knocked out of the play for Marshall. Jonathan Goddard, the defensive end, will go the distance. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Now they try the fade, corner the end zone. Touchdown, Darius Watts. Marshall takes the lead. Sproles brings outside. He's in. Touchdown, Kansas State. Center sliding the tight end. Play fake. Looking for the tight end. Touchdown, Marshall. Wow. Jason Rader wide open. This is the ball game, 4th and goal. Then trips over to the near side. The throw into the end zone. Off the fingertips, and Marshall prevails. The upset is complete.
Here are the Oregon Ducks, a feisty flock whose habitat includes one of the loudest college football stadiums anywhere. The Ducks, like the Michigan Wolverines, 3-0, feeling they're a pretty good football team with an opportunity at hand. Michigan comes in ranked 5th in the coaches' poll. Oregon 22nd. The back is the holder. Kick block. Wolverines have a chance to pick it up, and it's a foot race toward the other goal line. What a turnaround in the ball game. It's Jeremy Lesur will score for the Michigan Wolverines. Whitehead up the middle. He's free. Touchdown, Oregon. 15 now for the Ducks. They lead 7-6. Option 5. Going for the corner. Touchdown. Here's the punt out of there by Finley. Good one. And he comes back to the 39-yard line, coming straight up the middle. It's Stephen Moore. Moore's on his way. It's no flags. Touchdown, Oregon. Him, but they don't. He goes the other way, and it is touchdown, Michigan. Steve Weston in between defenders. Stephen Moore, who returned one. It's blocked. The Ducks have a shot at a touchdown. He falls down. It's picked up. It is in the end zone. Fighting for it. Touchdown, Oregon. Jordan Carey.
We talked about Keith Lewis. That's his 8th career kick block.
It's over. And Oregon upsets Michigan 31-27.
It has become one of college football's fiercest rivalries. One game might not make a season, but this one, contender or pretender. Today we find out. It's a Home Depot SEC on CBS, Tennessee, Florida. In the secondary is Clausen. Walks it back, now steps and throws. Deep ball, end zone, bodies. Oh my God! Touchdown, Tennessee!
What a play.
Hail Mary, James Banks with the touchdown. First and goal, up and over, touchdown, Tennessee. On the ground again, missed tackles, a hop and a skip, and a touchdown, Davis! Swamped by a final of 34-32, and today they will walk out of here 24-10 winners. Tough place to play, but Tennessee prevails.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Some Saturdays in September more special than others. This is one of them. The undefeated Georgia Bulldogs against the unbeaten LSU Tigers. Before a crowd at Tiger Stadium expected to surpass 92,000. It's only 318 less than his dad. Carey. Touchdown, LSU.
No blitz this time.
Screen pass right side, caught by Tyson Browning. He's got some room. He's got a lot more room. He's got a downfield block, and he is gone. No flags. Tyson Browning, 93-yard Bulldog touchdown. Michael Clayton in motion. Mock rolls out, looks deep, fires it as he is hit. He's got Skylar Green. Oh, touchdown! LSU! change set on the far side. They just do. Here's Green. Man for man.
Oh, what a play!
Picked off by LSU. Corey Webster saves the day.
As being the collective players of the game, because what a tremendous effort against an undermanned and yet still dangerous Georgia offense.
We shouldn't be surprised. Play action for Coyle. Good protection. Looking in the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Zach Fletcher went up high to bring that one in, and Alabama takes the early lead. Haldy into the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Chatone Powers makes the grab. Haldy rolls, throws deep, and it is caught by Sheldon, and he will score. Williams gets the handoff, has the first down and more. He will take it the distance. Touchdown. Pressure comes, Coyle unloads, it is incomplete. Northern Illinois comes to Tuscaloosa, a heavy underdog, but will leave with a 19-16 win over Alabama. The first win over a Southeastern Conference team. For the Huskies, Joe Novak's squad improves to 3-0.
Kinnick Stadium sold out on a 72-degree evening. ESPN College Football, Pac-10 visiting Big Ten. Number 16, undefeated Arizona State. Number 14, equally undefeated Iowa. What more could you ask for? Quarter trailing 2-0. Another fake to Russell and another deep pattern. Ochoa open at the goal line. Got it. Touchdown. With 3rd and goal from the 2. Slant. Touchdown. The tight end, Eric Jensen. Still in the eye. Chandler still looking to throw to Ochoa. Wide open. Another touchdown. Beating Emmanuel Franklin.
That really hurts.
Arizona State will not utilize any of their last 3 timeouts, and so the Big Ten Pac-10 matchups today went this way. Iowa wins this one. Oregon knocks off number 5 Michigan. Cal survives at Illinois, and Purdue buries Arizona.
The vivid Oregon yellow will fill Autzen Stadium today for sure. 59,023 came to set a stadium and state attendance record last week. More will try to wiggle in today because this old rivalry has whiskers. This is the 81st football meeting between the Washington State Cougars 3-1 and the Oregon Ducks 4-0. As Kegel turns, rolls, little play action. See, Moore's wide open. Sammy Moore's wide open. Touchdown, Cougars. 38-yard line. Kegel, here's Yost. Into the corner. Touchdown. DeVard Darling. 2nd down and 12. Passes away. Intercepted on the ricochet. Virgil Williams, touchdown. Carl Pema tipped it. He was covering the receiver. He was wide open for a touchdown. So a lot of things have happened. And that's blocked. And the Cougars have a chance to score one, but they can't pick it up, and now they do. And into the end zone for the touchdown goes Jeremy Bohannon. Take it, keep it, throw it, man's open, touchdown. Troy Miniman is there. And what was your name again? I forgot. I'm just passing through anyhow. Congratulations, you old Coug. All the Cougars. Go Cougars.
Welcome to the beautiful Bay Area of Northern California. The Cal fans welcome their Bears to Memorial Coliseum, and the Bear fans believe they have a fine football team. But USC says, wait a second, we've got the number 3 team in the nation. Today on a College Football Saturday presented by Kyocera, it's the University of Southern California Trojans and the California Golden Bears. Rogers on the quarterback keeper. Dives. Is he in? Yes, he is. Cal takes the early lead. Played in November, and that's when he sparkled. Liner down the middle, wide open. Dominic Byrd, touchdown. Play action pass. Garrett crosses wide open for the touchdown.
Back up with the Eagles.
Downfield, Rodgers, touchdown, California, Burl Toller. They will give it to White. He hammers the middle and scores a touchdown. Rodgers blitzes on. Rodgers escapes. Throws. Intercepted. USC. Touchdown. Lofa Tatupu. Up, and this game is tied at 24. Left, right. They'll run Dennis. He slams the middle. He is to the 3. He fumbles the football, and Cal has it. Fredrickson. Blocked. USC has it. What a game. Wow. Robertson, play action, wants to go end zone. Touchdown. Wow. Jonathan McConan.
Man. Oh, that's a big throw and a big catch.
Over the middle it goes. USC will score. Kerry Colbert.
Boy, great call that time. Missed it.
No good. For a Cal victory. It is good, and Cal pulls the upset.
On second down. Williams, watch out! The chase is on, and Sean Williams is going to win it.
120-pound tight end, like right there.
There's Cobbs behind Pierce, touchdown. Goal from the 3. Sean Andrews leads the way, and the touchdown is made by Mark Pierce. Side, but the power is to the left. Play fake. Jones rolls out into the end zone.
Touchdown.
He got it. Yes.
Matt Jones has done it again.
Jones comes to his left, gets a good block, throws a prayer up, and it's intercepted in the end zone. It's going left. Brody Croyle to throw on first down. Comes right side, intercepted. Picked off by Jameer Gallen. Chris Balsero, high snap, controlled. The kick is up, and the Arkansas Razorbacks conclude the month of September undefeated. They win it in the second overtime. We'll see you next week from Athens. Good night from Tuscaloosa.
Welcome to ESPN's College Football Saturday Night, celebrating 20 years of college football on ESPN. Tonight, the South Carolina Gamecocks take on the number 8 Tennessee Volunteers. Second down and 8. Here's the pass. Fade for the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown, Peyton. C.J. Peyton, the sophomore out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, beat Ted Crawford. Play action, bootleg, wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Hart Turner, the tight end. Daniel Weaver, good pass. Ball is down, and the kick is good. And it's a fade route, far sideline. It is caught for the touchdown. Tennessee wins in overtime. Hello, James Banks.
To date for Mississippi State, they run option, and there's room for Carey to get around for the touchdown. Four-man rush. Fant feels it. That's a deflected interception. Look out, Travis Daniels. Goodbye. Touchdown. 49 yards on the deflected interception.
Got the ball on the 38-yard line. They're going to go up top.
And wide open. for the touchdown. Devery Henderson. LSU strikes 36 yards after the 4th Mississippi State turnover of the night. And LSU knocks off Mississippi State to stay unbeaten. 41-6 is our final.
Number 2 in the land, 4-0 Miami taking on the 1-3 Mountaineers of West Virginia. Tall receiver near side and Rayshawn Bolden. They run right to the right side. Quincy Wilson pounds it in. Touchdown Mountaineers. From the West Virginia 22. A lot of passing. This looks like the Florida game they're behind. They then put it up for grabs. Gathers got free. I don't know if he's in the end zone. I think the ball, they say touchdown. It's a 31-yarder to make it a 2-score game. And strong freshman kicker here. You know you're going to go for it on 4th down. Screen, Wilson. Good luck. Oh, he got a great play. Down the sideline, first down and more. Is he still going? Touchdown! An unbelievable run! They're an extra point from the lead. Here we go. Snap one, hold good. The kick is good. They need to buy time for the length of throw. That's halfway down the field. It's up in the air, and it's intercepted by Sean Taylor, who goes down and shows the relief for the Canes as Miami has survived barely.
The Longhorns take the field in Austin. Only one Big Ten team has ever beaten Mac Brown in Austin. That team, Kansas State. This punt. White's 3rd punt. His first 2 low and bounce ball. End zone touchdown, Texas. The special teams come up with the play. It's bump and run at the top of your screen. Going long. Touchdown, Texas! Sloan Thomas! They don't seem to move at a quick enough pace sometimes. Pump fake now, Roberson. Look at the daylight. It's going to take off. Up to the outside. And still going. Roberson, touchdown! What a run! Harry Houdini could not have escaped any better than L. Roberson did on that run. Football. Right straight ahead. Touchdown! K-State leads. With it. Here it is. 4th and inches now. The Young's going ahead for it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas! A minute to go here. Roberson fires. Incomplete. Texas football. Texas football at the 19, and they'll win it. And Vince Young, taped ankle and all, came back to lead Texas. An incredible victory here today.
On it, first down. The ball is up at the 43-yard line. Line it back, going deep. Down the middle of the field. It's Colbert. Colbert's got the ball. Foot race to the goal line. He's there. Touchdown, Trojans. Patterson and Udeze. And Walter back. Throws the ball quickly to Fulton. Skylar Fulton. Touchdown, Arizona State. Possession. Back to Wade. He's in there. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This is White, bounces off the stack, gets to the outside. This could be 6. Touchdown, USC, no flags behind him. 4th and 1. Line it throwing, completes it to Hancock. Hancock out there by himself is headed for the end zone. Touchdown. Kerry Colbert with a great block to send him home. On 1st and goal, White, touchdown. And so time is gone. This one is in the books. It is the final of Southern California 37 and Arizona State 17.
A sold-out Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City for our BCS Spotlight game presented by ADT. Number 11 Michigan and number 19 Iowa. Harry right up the middle. Touchdown Michigan. 7 of 10 for Navarre. He's back to throw again. Down the middle, touchdown to Edwards. A strike from Navarre to Braylon Edwards, who's having a huge first quarter. Wideouts to the left. They want to come back to the right. They do. It's a touchdown. Calvin Davis. Boy, no wonder they call him automatic. Play action. Chandler is going to go to the corner, to the end zone, to Ochoa. He's got it. Touchdown.
He didn't have it long. They're talking about it over there.
Touchdown.
To the play, the catch.
Oh, brother. Getting ready to get in the pattern for Navarre again on first down. Navarre going deep. Scott Braylon Edwards. Touchdown. They hadn't used him the whole half. Navarre steps up, pumps, now fires. It's almost intercepted, and it's incomplete. Boy, what a game. What a game.
Got to hand it to Iowa being down at the start. Iowa is 19-2. Their last 22 games here. 19-2 in the last 21 games.
A homecoming to remember in Iowa City. It's over. Iowa beats Michigan 2 years in a row. The final is 30-27.
High formation. Brown right at the middle. 2-1. Touchdown Auburn. High set. Two tight ends again. And Campbell looks to throw. It's a one-man route. Got him open in the end zone. Touchdown Auburn. 29 yards on the completion to Obermani. The man at the top of the eye. They give it to him. He hurdles. Touchdown Tennessee Volunteers. Makes it to Cadillac this time. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Cole Bennett. The fullback. Clausen looking, still looking. Got a man at complete at the 8. Tackle is broken, and it is touchdown Chris Hannon. Clausen on first down. They pick up the blitz, and the ball is intercepted by Auburn, and that is Rogers. Carlos Rogers with the pickoff, with 58 seconds showing on the clock. Will take a knee, and that should be the final play of this ball game. Tennessee, the number 7 ranked team, will fall to the Auburn Tigers.
20 years of college football coverage. ESPN is proud to welcome you inside the raucous Metrodome, where tonight number 13 Minnesota plays host to Michigan. That's his 5th catch of the year. There's Barber inside the 10. Touchdown! 15-0. There's the shutout win for the Gophers. There's Maroney with a first down and a touchdown. 295 yards on the run, and there's Papay for another yard and another Minnesota touchdown. Pass to Perry. Navarre with time again. Sets it up for Perry. Touchdown, Michigan. 2001. He sat out almost all of last year with a hamstring injury. Abdul Khalik intercepted, and this will be a touchdown for Jacob Stewart, the reserve safety. Sophomore from Ypsilanti, Michigan. It is a very different football game right now. They snap it with 1. He has the first down. He's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Assad Abdul Khalik, 52 yards. Walk on, he's a junior. Navarre going deep. Has a man open. Touchdown, Michigan. Braylon Edwards from the 10. The deep handoff. Perry walks in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that is right down the middle. And Michigan leads for the first time tonight. A chance to tie it. Again, a three-man rush. He's hoping for an answered prayer as it's thrown up and intercepted at the 13-yard line. Marcus Curry picks it off.
For Minnesota, it's a horrible loss for them, but there should be a lot of shaking hands there because it was an excellent game.
And Michigan will retain the little brown jug. They beat Minnesota for the 15th straight time.
By Eric Wilbur, the true freshman who has done a magnificent job this year. Skylar Green has some room. Has more room.
See ya.
He's gone. There are no flags. 80 yards. Tiger touchdown. And they're coming. No blitz pickup. Oh, they no reason to. How about that? That's why there was no blitz pickup. Very well today. On third down, Leak got a man open. It's Faison. Number 4 with a stiff arm. Faison, Florida, touchdown. Miami of Ohio, 21-10. Here's Mark going deep. Down the middle for Henderson. Got it, then a fumble. And there's a scramble for it, picked up. Keywan Ratliff, I think. Yes.
Dixon.
Is it Dixon back?
Daryl Dixon. I mean, it went through about 8 players. What a win by the Florida Gators. This is impressive. Very, very impressive. Ron Zook has kept this team together. They had a great plan. Chris Leak played an outstanding football game.
He gets the first carry. Ronaldo for the end zone, and Oklahoma scores just like that. The lead. Young rolls the pocket, deflected, picked off, and Oklahoma's going to walk in with the interception. Touchdown, Jonathan Jackson, the junior from Houston. The 20, fake the inside handoff, and White buys time, goes in zone, got a receiver. Touchdown! He goes to Will Peoples, who was wide open. College game. We're going to talk a little bit about that rule here. Is White slash, and here comes Rankins. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Backs as an H-back, and Hughes works to stretch to the left, and he slashes 40. 35 goes for the middle of the end zone. In a foot race, works, goes for the end zone. Got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! 54 yards. Oklahoma. Jones in at running back, and he'll score. And a flag on the hit.
And Aaron Harris is going to get on sportsmanlike penalty.
CBS Spotlight game presented by ADT. As ABC Sports brings you to Tallahassee for 5th-ranked Florida State and number 2 Miami. Here comes Florida State. Both times they won their national championship, they beat these guys to get there. Here's the 5-time national champs from South Florida. The Knowles 14. Berlin. Screen. The screen pass to Payton down the sideline. Jarrett Payton, touchdown. Great call. 14 yards. Jarrett Payton in the end zone. 6 carries. He'd been negative yardage until there. Now it's Ricks going up for Thorpe, and it's intercepted near midfield. Sean Taylor's got another one. Who else? Taylor weaving his way back inside the 20. He might score. Taylor, touchdown. 48 yards. Sean Taylor for the score. Played some tailback this year. Ricks wants to go that way to the end zone. Reed got it. Touchdown. Be the final play of the ball game.
It will be the last play, barring a penalty. Throw to the end zone, touchdown. Chris Davis. Chris Ricks finds Chris Davis in the end zone. Final tally, 22-14. Miami wins it. So the Canes, number 2 in the nation, go to 6-0. The score is closer than the game really was.
Separation Saturday winding up with a great one. 10th ranked 4-1 Georgia visiting 14th ranked 4-1 Tennessee. Wide right side. Green with the fade and the over-the-shoulder catch by Johnson. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown Georgia. Very close a number of times. Clausen going deep. And the battle for the ball is won by Jones. Mark Jones took it away and takes it all the way. 90 yards. Fumble. Georgia recovers and look out on this return. This is going to be a Georgia 92-yard touchdown return for Sean Jones. Unbelievable. Here's 1st and goal. Cooper looks to the corner, gets it turned, standing up, touchdown, untouched. And Georgia opens up a 26-7 lead. Now, Green back to work. Going to add to this 34-7 lead. Bouncing off the pack, inside the 5, diving. Touchdown, Craig Lumpkin. And Mark Richt, the first Georgia coach to have a 4-game winning streak for the Bulldogs over the Volunteers.
And tonight, the number 3 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes take on the number 22 ranked Wisconsin Badgers. They've eaten up 7:02 off the clock. Stanley tries to bounce it outside. He will score. Clinkscale with an outstanding block for the Badgers. Again from the shotgun. Looks for the far sideline. He's got Jenkins. Touchdown, Ohio State. An extra point away from tying it up. Fullback, they split him out to the right. In fact, they're going to send him out on the pattern, and they're going to throw long and got a man out there. It is caught by Evans, and Evans is going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Wisconsin, 79 yards. Booker Stanley bounces it outside. Big opening. Has 5, has 10. Out over the 40, and he's out to the 46-yard line. A minute and a half left in the ball game. Now 22. He will take a knee, and that's it. The Badgers of Wisconsin have pulled the upset over the Ohio State Buckeyes.
The University of Southern California making their appearance at sold-out Notre Dame Stadium. The 75th meeting between these two teams, the greatest intersectional rivalry in college football. It's Notre Dame and Southern California. Ryder looking to the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Kerry Colbert, who was the go-to man on that drive. Pitch it to Bush. Bush turns the corner with a cutback. Bush with a blocker in front. Great block. And Bush streaking for the end zone for the touchdown. 58 yards. Yikes. Ryder looking. Chase from the pocket, unloads, touchdown! Caught by Williams. Leinart drills, complete for the touchdown. Caught by Dennis. And Leinart for the end zone. Touchdown! Gunther, the tight end.
There's a lot more to him than just a football player.
Touchdown run, untouched. Herschel Dennis. In this storied rivalry, the 75th meeting between USC and Notre Dame, and the best performance ever by the Trojans at Notre Dame Stadium.
The Gators would like to have something to say about the outcome, and they will. He played 1 snap last week. And here's Cobbs. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Guess what side they ran to, Vern?
Now for Arkansas on 2nd and 13. Leak, right side, facing, has 2 blockers in front. Scoots down the sideline. He's gone.
Beautifully executed screen pass.
7, the difference, 2 Matt Leach field goals. Here's Faison. Oh boy, watch out. It's a race now. Huckabee chases him. So does Lawrence Richardson. Theatric Faison scores for Florida. 75 yards.
And you can feed off of that in a positive way.
Win, 3rd down, touchdown Florida. Well, the last 2 games, they got 3 points in the loss here. Here's Ratliff. He may score. 1 man left. He goes by Sorahan, and Keywan Ratliff puts the period on the paragraph and heaves it into the upper deck from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he could be on and off at the same time.
Here's Jones firing into the end zone. Touchdown. Caught, touchdown. No flags.
He might want to run. Blitz inside.
Here comes Jones to the left.
He's got it if he runs.
He throws it instead. He's got it there. Touchdown, Richard Smith. Play fake. Here's Leak. Still alive.
Oh,
intercepted.
Oh, there's a penalty flag, though, at the end of the play. Oh, they're going to get Tony Bua for hitting Chris Leak in the face. Oh, my goodness. Chris Leak made a horrible decision. Number 1, to throw it at all, because an incomplete pass stops the clock.
Well, the one-time linebacker.
Roughing the passer against the defense. Contact, out of bounds, and to the head.
It didn't get a chance to be one on the field, so to speak.
Pivotal and prominent in the Big Ten Conference race. And speaking of which, there are still 3 teams undefeated in Big Ten play. All 3 in action today. Michigan State playing at Minnesota. That game on ESPN2. Bob Davie, this race is so wide open.
Mark, it's early in the Big Ten race, but this is a huge football game. The winner will remain unbeaten in the Big Ten and be in great shape, but both these teams face challenges today.
Toward the back, into the boundary, he'll score. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Orton. Touchdown, Purdue. Stubblefield with his 11th touchdown pass this season for Morton. Backside of the eye, it's Davis, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is back. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The 24-yard line for the first down. Backside pressure, and Wisconsin has it. Jeff Mack could score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Great job protection on Alex Lewis that time, Mark.
And Slayton, Bob, with a nice punt. Hung it high. Here's Jim Leonard. 1 man to beat. Jim Leonard. Touchdown, Badgers. And Purdue leads. There's a flag on the play. Purdue leading by 3. Shabert out of the shotgun. Gonna heave this one up for Evans. And it's incomplete at midfield. That's where it dies for the Badgers.
The Buckeyes return to the friendly confines of the Horseshoe, looking to start another win streak. Welcome to the BCS Spotlight game presented by ADT. Because the kicking game is going to be so important in this game. Bradley's punt is fielded by Jenkins. Jenkins dashing for daylight, spins free. He'll race to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Blocked, blocked, touchdown, touchdown, Buckeyes on the block punt. Fake, Katie to walk in, touchdown, touchdown, Iowa on the fake field goal. What a call by Ferentz to stay alive. Hawk is there. Only 3 down linemen. That's snap safety out of the end zone. That's the safety when it goes out of the back.
And they teach these youngsters how to be great football players. Chandler goes downfield. They get picked off by Gamble. Gamble's got the interception.
And time will run out here. There it is, folks. The final seconds. Jimmy Tressel and Ohio State regain their winning ways. Kirk Ferentz out there with the coach. They congratulate each other. Two class guys.
The Tigers have it. Can they get 6? Mark to the end zone. Back of the end zone. Devery Henderson touchdown. And Mark corner of the end zone to end the drive. The epic march into the arms of Eric Edwards. Jones again. The fullback and over the top for the touchdown this time. Outrush 196 to 18. Pinkins rolling left and knocked away. Loose ball, live ball, picked up, returned. LSU to the end zone. Football well. Vincent gets a chance and finishes the job. His second touchdown of the night.
Nick Saban, a very happy man tonight.
That was the story. The final score was the only question, and it's 33-7 for.
And here comes upset-minded West Virginia on a Mountaineer field before a raucous crowd of nearly 60,000 on hand to watch Wednesday night football in the last head-to-head meeting for West Virginia and Virginia Tech as fellow members of the Big East Conference. First and goal, West Virginia. Harris bounces outside, touchdown! And a good block by the pulling Jeff Burke. Down to the goal line, touchdown! Quincy Wilson. It's the most penalties that Virginia Tech has had in a game this year. Wilson fumbled the football. Picked up by Vegas Robinson. He got rid of the football. And now it's Vincent Fuller all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. 2nd and 9. Marshall going deep, has a man open. Travis Garvin at the 30. He will score 93 yards. Touchdown, West Virginia.
That's the answer to cheating in.
That's what I tell you. Marshall, touchdown! That play is worth waiting for. They will not have to snap it again. Craig Beamer and the Hokies knocked from the ranks of the undefeated. And the students storm the field here in Morgantown.
The Falcons host 14th ranked Northern Illinois. The Huskies undefeated, ranked 10th in the BCS. This game will go a long way toward deciding the West representative in the MAC title game. College football on ESPN2, the most anticipated game in MAC history. Split to the left side. The snap to Pope, right up the middle. Pope into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Side pick right on pace, picking up the blitz.
All by himself. It's James Hawkins. Touchdown. 3rd and short, up top. And it is caught. Touchdown, Charles Sharon. Play action for Harris, who wants it all. Up top, catch. Charles Sharon, touchdown, Falcons.
That is what an experienced, patient quarterback will do for a football team.
How about Josh Harris? 27 of 43, 438, 3 touchdowns, 2 pass interceptions. And that is the final. 34-18 Falcons over the Huskies, all Bowling Green.
The famed tunnel entrance at the Big House in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We welcome you to the BCS Spotlight game, presented by ADT. Doesn't get any bigger than this. Purdue and Michigan, both dreaming of a Big Ten championship.
Navarre looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown. Braylon Edwards, the junior from Detroit. Into round. It's Preston. Navarre's out to block. Here comes Preston, the speed burner. 10, 5, touchdown. You can't stop him. He's a cutback waiting to happen. Navarre gets time, got one-on-one, going end zone. Edwards in the air. Oh, what a catch by Braylon Edwards. His second touchdown in the game. He looked like a basketball player as he goes airborne over the corner for a 26-yard scoring strike. A beautiful catch. Coming out now with first down. Fumble! Touchdown, Michigan! Curry picks it up and goes in for the score. 31-3. Carr and Michigan winning.
Play fake, Croyle looking deep, launches it deep, goes for Keandre's loop, touchdown. There it is. It's second down. Hudson, touchdown, Crimson Tide. Goal, and this time they play fake it, lob it to touchdown, Franklin. Tinsley near side, here's Clausen to throw. Drills it, caught, touchdown, Tennessee. Derek Tinsley. On fourth down, blitz coming. Croyle got Fulgham, got a touchdown. What a pretty throw. Hand off up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Tim Castile. Rush 3 for Alabama. Clausen deep down the middle, got a man open at the 10. Unbelievable. Are you kidding? Fred loads it up left side. Looks left. Nothing there. Avoids the tackle this time. In the end zone. Touchdown. James Banks on the deflected pass. Conversion. And we're back at the other end. Clausen on first down. Deep left side. Man open. Caught. Touchdown.
Now they have to go for two.
Williams goes left. Williams scores. This is unreal. 5 for 2. Deep left side, up, and caught. James Banks. The Tennessee holds. It's over. Croyle going for Fulgham in the end zone. Tipped. Tennessee wins. Jason Allen made the defensive play.
Waits for the football. There's the snap. He drops to throw and does throw, and he's got a man complete. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Four receiver pattern. There's the snap. Monk is pressure. Throws complete. Clayton 15. He's at the 10. 5 and he scores. 18 yards. Down. Toss to Broussard. Looking for someplace to go. 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. And Clayton goes in motion to the far side. There's the snap. Straight drop for Monk. He throws in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Devery Henderson.
Hemingway Stadium, our site tonight for prime time. ESPN2 football, another Saturday night in the Southeastern Conference, where number 20 Arkansas visits the 5-2 Rebels of Ole Miss, 3-0 in the SEC. Their best start since 1970. Extra tight ends. And after the play fake, the throw for a touchdown, and it's Rick Rosano on the catch. Goal. And again, this time stretches, touchdown.
They took it to 16-7.
25-yarder, another chip shot. He nails another one. And this comes with a corner blitz. Jones hit as he gets rid of it to the end zone. Intercepted. Travis Johnson with his third interception of the year. For the first time since 1970, Ole Miss is 4-0 in the SEC.
The Spartans arrive in front of their adoring fans in East Lansing. And for the first time since the mid-60s, they are 4-0 in the conference.
To that replay that Bob Goodrich put up there for us. Perry up over the top, and this time he's got it. 10. Lamar. Edwards breaks free. Got it. Touchdown, Michigan. Braylon Edwards. To go in the third quarter. Fake to Perry. Navarre's got him wide open. Touchdown, Minery. He'll walk in. How about that for Andy Minery, who dropped the touchdown pass earlier in the game. Jack, but gee, we're over and looked at his new workout facility. Wide open. Got him. Shabai. First catch, and it's bye-bye. Agim Shabai. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they're right back in this game. Navarre looking left, fires high, got him! Let's talk about this offensive line. Oh, Navarre fumbles. Is it going to be picked up? Could be a touchdown. Foot race now. Are the Spartans back in it? Clifford Dukes. Touchdown, Michigan State. Holy Toledo. Wolverines inside the 20. Jeff Smoker fires it high toward the end zone. Wolverines are there. They've got it. Interception in the end zone. And the Wolverines hang on.
Just another Saturday in the South. It's the SEC on CBS. The Georgia Bulldogs against the Florida Gators. Second down, 3-3 ball game. Flip right side. Carlos Perez gets it blocked, and Kelvin Kite speeds down the sideline. Touchdown, Florida. Left side. Driving. Touchdown, Georgia.
What an effort by the freshman Lumpkin.
Casey Griffith is the snapper. Sean Morton the holder. Leach has kicked it, and it just does cut inside the left upright.
10-yard line on this defense.
Screen pass. Hope for the best with Michael Cooper. Game is over.
It's time the Sooners feel that they'll have the tricks and the treats when the day is over. But they've got a major obstacle in their path. Down from I-35 come the Cowboys of Oklahoma State against the top-ranked team in the land. Welcome to the BCS Spotlight game presented by ADT. It's number 14 Oklahoma State against the top-ranked team in the country here in Norman. As you take a look at the BCS standings brought to you by Allstate, you see Oklahoma sits alone on top. Miami plays Virginia Tech later tonight. Kewan Jones again. Touchdown, Oklahoma. White to the corner, wide open, touchdown. And it is Brandon Jones and nobody out on it. Just outside the 17, end around, an option to Mark Bradley, wants to throw. Got a man open, Peyton. Touchdown.
They're trailing, it's not done.
Long ball, Brandon Jones. Got him. Touchdown.
Jason White, a Heisman Trophy candidate, having done it. Throw to the corner. Bradley, touchdown. Because Bedlam has come to Norman, Oklahoma in the Sooners' favor. They win it easily, 52-9.
Spectacular November afternoon in Happy Valley, and on this Halloween weekend, they've turned out in droves for a Big Ten matchup. Come on inside, Joe Paterno. It's Ohio State. The Buckeyes have come to town to take on the Nittany Lions of Penn State.
Ross, right side, touchdown Buckeyes. Ohio State is on the board. Lydell Ross with a touchdown from 1 yard out. Throws the out, pattern intercepted, look out. Zamitis, he's got room, only Krenzel to get him. He goes by Krenzel, and Zamitis is gone. Touchdown, Penn State. Minutes of the clock. To the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. McMullen throws a strike to Jenkins. Good snap. Good hold. Kimball's got distance. From 48 yards out, he splits the sticks. And Kimball adds 3 more for the Nittany Lions. McMullen in for Krenzel. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Michael Jenkins with a terrific catch, and that's why they call him Mr. Clutch. To attempt a 60-yarder to win it for Penn State. Good snap, good hold. Oh, he missed it. Oh, just short and off to the right.
Blacksburg, Virginia. Folks, we go to noisy stadiums all around the country. I'm not sure we have ever been in a scene where fans are any more pumped than they are right here tonight. Waiting right now for the Hokies to take the field. They are jumping, they are screaming, and it's been this way for the last 30 minutes. Here they come. South Tunnel. Welcome to Survival Saturday on ESPN, celebrating 20 years of college football. Tonight, the number 2 ranked Miami Hurricanes take on the 11th ranked Virginia Tech Hokies. Peyton in the backfield. Fake it to them, and here's the reverse. Roscoe Parrish. Parrish at the 30, and the ball is loose. Taken away mid-air. D'Angelo Hall, and he will score. Berlin under pressure. Gets by the defensive end. Gets the pass off, and it is picked off. That's Green. Eric Green. 20, 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they'll give it to Jones. Left side at the 2, at the 1. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Vick faked it. Gonna go long. He's got a man wide open. Gonna go the 10-yard line. It is caught by Wilford. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. So the upset is complete. And our final score, Virginia Tech 31 and Miami 7.
Highest ranked team the Hokies have ever beaten. So number 2 didn't survive. What about number 3 waiting in the wings? Hey, SC's Rose Bowl chances also hinged on how they played against Washington State. Matt Kegel finding Scott Lundy. Trojans had grabbed a 3-0 lead. And then Kegel, of course, playing the second quarter to Bart Darling. Wazoo up 7-3, but here comes Herschel Dennis.
The question was, how would USC responded? Well, they just gave the ball to Herschel Dennis. Look at the beautiful moves on the outside, in for the end zone, touchdown. USC up 10-7 at that point.
And then the Wild Bunch 2 came up with some quarterback pressure.
And just penetration, getting to the quarterback, the entire defensive front. No time for Matt Kegel here. Pressured the entire day. Tremendous job by the defensive front of USC.
And there's Nazel coming off tackle, getting the sack of Kegel, and he was really shaken up. They came after him time and time again, and then they couldn't even get the snap, Reese.
Well, just miscues. Washington State has now gone 8 straight games with at least a dozen penalties, and they had a couple of snaps over the punter's head. That only turned into 5 points, though. Still 15-10 when Matt Leinart finds Steve Smith. What class is Steve Smith?
Well, he's a freshman, Reese.
They are young, they are loaded, and they are dangerous. Here's some more trickery with Mike Williams. Mike Williams is a youngster, too. He's a lefty. He's going to flip it out there to Greg Gunther for a good gain. Flag, by the way, the penalty was naturally on Washington State. The penalty's always on Washington State. Matt Leinart connects with Mike Williams for the touchdown, and Pete Carroll's squad starting to pull away. Leinart now dumping it out on a little pass, and Carroll's team pulled away in this game. They converted 4 turnovers into 24 points. Wazoo now 1-12 against top 3 opponents all time, 43-16.
Night match, number 20 Bowling Green at Miami, Ohio. Ben Roethlisberger pumping up the team. Miami 5th in the nation in total offense. Bowling Green 2nd, coming in with their highest ranking ever after the big win over Northern Illinois a couple of weeks ago. This would be a good one. First quarter, Josh Harris sacked, fumbles. He fumbled 3 times Tuesday. Redhawks Phil Smith gets it. Watch Jonathan Culp. Well, you got to keep your head, son. You got to keep your head. Still in the first, Roethlisberger. Jelani Jordan, Roethlisberger Tuesday, 19 of 28, 230. That really is only mistake of the night. Third quarter,
Airs it out here, Martin Nance. Nance had 10 catches for $169. His 5th straight 100-yard receiving game ties the school record. They're inside the 5. Next play, let's give it to Mike Smith up the gut. Miami up 17-7. Later in the third, Miami, they only got 3 guys on the line. Bowling Green, they got 6 guys blocking. And the Red Hawks still get through, and Harris coughs it up again. Miami wins 33-10. They have won 8 in a row. And you know what? They could be looking at a top 25 ranking for the first time since the end of the 1974 season.
The Ohio State Buckeyes are the defending national champions on their home field today. Still in the hunt to go back to that championship game. They need a lot of help. Today they've got a Big Ten battle on their hands as number 20 Michigan State comes calling against the 5th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. You look at the Big Ten standings, Michigan idle alone on top at 5-1. Ohio State has its own destiny in its hands right now. They've got 3 games left. If they run the table, they're going to be the Big Ten champions. Left now, so it's 5 receivers. Smoker down to the end zone. Touchdown. Wide open. Agim Shabai. They want to get something out of that interception. Krenzel's in trouble again. Now he's got a man open, and he's got him. It's an Ohio State touchdown. Ben Hartsock, the tight end. Have an 8 for Krenzel. Down the middle he goes. Caught by Holmes. Flag down. Touchdown. What a throw that was. Second and goal. There's the play fake. There's the throw. There's the tight end. Touchdown. And hit the things we came into this game thinking we could do. Nugent's kick will go down to the 7 to Cobb. Cobb straight up the middle. He's got the kicker to beat. Getting a block and down the sideline. DeAndre Cobb. This might be a touchdown. It will be. The Spartans answer 93 yards on the kick return. Backfield. Here comes a blitz. And he goes to the corner. Got a man out there. And he snatched it down. He stole it. Touchdown. Aaron Alexander. And McMullen takes a knee. And that will wrap things up. So Ohio State's going to win it. They're pretty impressive today over Michigan State. They win by 33-23 is the final score.
Second down out of the gun. He looks left, throws over the middle. He's got it caught, and look out. Here we go, folks. It's Clayton. He's off to the races, and touchdown, Oklahoma. Runnels in motion. White again. Looks deep. This time he's got a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Mark Clayton with his second touchdown catch of the game.
Not many groups can give them a run.
First down, Sooners. This is Clayton. Stops on a dime. Turns back to the inside. There's to the corner. No signal. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Tomorrow afternoon about this time.
Well, that's why I threw in the wild card. Here's Lewis. Ball's loose. Oklahoma has it. Derek Strait. Touchdown Sooners. Again, the final score, Oklahoma 77, Texas A&M nothing. We'll be back with some final comments right after these messages.
4th and goal. Clausen's got the end around. Got the corner. Touchdown, Derek Tinsley. The tight end down to the left. Berlin looks ahead, crossing, fires middle, intercepted. He threw it up for grabs, and it is picked off at the 7-yard line. A high boomer back toward Taylor, drives him inside. He fumbles, goes to pick it up, loose ball. Tennessee's got it. Dustin Colquitt drives him down inside the 20-yard line. A 12-point underdog winning flat out. Casey Clausen and the Volunteers. They knock Miami out of the road to New Orleans in the Sugar Bowl. There's Phil Fulmer.
Auburn University at home today to the Rebels of Ole Miss. Eli Manning in the cockpit for the Rebels, who come in with a 5-0 record. And you could see how emotional he was in the pregame warm-ups just moments ago. A crowd in excess of 86,000 gathered here at Jordan-Hare Stadium as the Ole Miss Rebels come in to take on the Tigers of Auburn, and here they are. Right behind them, the Rebels of Ole Miss. The significance of this game underlined as we look at the current standings in the Western Division. Ole Miss is 5-0 in conference play for the first time since Archie Manning was in the 9th grade at Drew, Mississippi. LSU and Auburn just a game back, so you get a sense that this one could be really explosive. But off to the left. This is Collins in motion.
Got him.
There he is. Collins bobbles it, but hangs on. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Back to the near side. Lead block by Johnson. Gets a good one. Here's Williams. And he strolls in. Wow! Manning got a man wide open. Touchdown.
And look at all the Auburn Tiger defenders pointing to each other. Who's responsible for that area?
Play action again. Campbell looks left, has a man in his face as he lets it go. It's tipped. Caught. Obamanu. The foot race is on. He will score. Eye set. Handoff, Brandon Jacobs. Touchdown. Ole Miss Rebels.
An impressive touchdown.
And Slaughter are the running backs. Here's Campbell, 4th down. Backside blitz. Campbell is up, pulls up, throws it deep, tipped. Incomplete.
McIntyre had a chance to catch that one.
Eric Oliver appeared to have a hand. Eli Manning takes a knee.
They are going crazy next to us. And deservedly so. When you do something that you haven't done in over 40 years, that's reason to celebrate.
The last time the Ole Miss Rebels were 6-0 in SEC play was 1962.
And that's the end of the ball game on the final score. Ole Miss 24, Auburn 20.
This any good?
Doesn't get much better than this.
Bobby Bowden, through his first 80 games, 48-32. Just by comparison, Tommy, through his first 80 games, 4 games better. Tommy, in his 5th year at Clemson, first Tiger coach ever to take them to a bowl each of his first 4 years. 2nd and goal to go. Roll out. Whitehurst. Nobody open. Keeping and scoring. 6th the hard way for Charlie Whitehurst.
Nose pass. The season began with a devastating loss to Georgia.
All alone, going deep. Goodbye, Derek Hamilton. A 58-yard touchdown. First time ever, biggest win in terms of a ranked opponent in the history of the program. 26-10, Clemson. This one was.
Welcome to ESPN's College Football on ESPN, celebrating 20 years of college football. Tonight, the number 5 ranked Virginia Tech Hokies take on the number 21 ranked Pittsburgh Panthers. Line, it's a first down. They fake the reverse, going right off tackle. Jones at the 5, and he will score. Eastlick with an outstanding block. 1st and goal, Panthers. Short drop for the end zone. Got the pass complete. There's Fitzgerald, and the consecutive touchdown string continues. With an answer to the Panthers, Jones hurdles, touchdown, Hokies. Fake it to the fullback, and Rutherford, touchdown, Pitt. Number 23. Rutherford got a man open in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. And again, it's Chris Wilson, the tight end. 20-yard line. Now trailing by 10. Jones, nothing to the right, cuts it back to the left, and he's off. Jones at the 50, at the 40, 30, 20, at the 10. See ya. Touchdown, Kevin Jones. 80 yards. Hamilton in motion. They fake it to him. Jones on the right side. Big opening. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And the Hokies go back on top. Gives it to the fullback. Polite hit into backfield. Fights his way forward. Touchdown, Pitt. Vick from the shotgun. Looking. Steps up, throws it long. It is intercepted at the 25-yard line by Humphreys. And Corey Humphreys is going to make it a very bad day for two ACC wannabes in Miami and now Virginia Tech. 1 week after Virginia Tech shocked Miami, they come in town and come away with a gigantic victory.
Get pumped up. You can hear it in the background. The Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on the number 6 team in the nation, the Texas Longhorns. Well, the battle right now in the Big 12 South, it's for second place. Oklahoma solidifying their position on top of the 41-3 win over Baylor earlier today. So the battle for number 2 in the South between Texas and Texas Tech. 20 out of the gun. Young has time. Deep on an isolation. Knocked away. Touchdown anyway. Sloan Thomas.
Wow.
What a grab and concentration. Woo. In the eye behind Will Allen. Benson. Up the middle. He's in. Touchdown, Texas. Over the middle and works again. Mickey Peters. Touchdown, Texas Tech. What a little slant by Peters.
I'm sure it's an exciting time for him.
And he throws a touchdown toss. The score goes to Clay McGuire, the junior from Crane, Texas. Welcome the motion man. It'll be Henderson. He's in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. First and goal. Henderson. Huge hole up the middle. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Untouched. Do you believe it?
Incredible.
Benson's in the backfield. Mock corner of the end zone. And what a grab. Touchdown.
Wow.
B.J. Johnson.
How about Chance Mock? Woo!
For the tie. With 5 seconds to play. He's got plenty of distance. And he hooked it. No. What a break for Texas. They escape. The number 6 team in the nation prevails by 3.
Third down at 7. Orton's in trouble. Lost the ball. Ohio State's got it. Touchdown. The Buckeyes 11. Orton. Pump fake. Statue of Liberty coming around by Boyd. Boyd inside the 5. Touchdown. Great call by Jim Chaney. For Ohio State continue. Will they have a chance to possibly defend their national championship? Comes down to this kick from 41. And it's blocked! Purdue blocked it! Sean Phillips scoops it up and returns it to the 30-yard line. We'll go to overtime. From the right hash. 36-yarder, and this one's good. So Ohio State takes the lead in overtime. Snaps a little wide. The kick is wide left. Ohio State wins it in overtime. They survive another one.
Operates a tailback. Mock will set deep in the pocket. Throws the ball. Got it open. Clayton. Touchdown. LSU. Number 44. Play action, and he'll throw it for the end zone. Edwards, the tight end. Touchdown. LSU. The large one took it for the first down to give it to him again. Still fighting, charging those legs, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Bouchard turning. Well, they will take a knee. 3 seconds down to 2, and the clock will run out.
So the two coaches head to the middle of the field to shake hands. Congratulations. And this one goes into the record books. Final score, LSU 27-3.
Styles to our left, still at least 1,000 stacked up back there.
Here comes up the middle to the goal line and in. Miquel Henderson, 18 yards and a touchdown. So here's 3rd and 3. Plenty of time to go to the end zone and a touchdown, and the streak continues for Larry Fitzgerald.
This year is right on the money with the football.
Rutherford going deep on play action. Fitzgerald, another one with the flag, but forget it. You can push him, you can hang all over him, you can crawl inside his jersey, and you can't keep him from catching the ball. 45-yard touchdown. 1st and goal from the 5. Again breaking tackles for the touchdown. But the turf, as hard as it was, doesn't knock it loose. To the end zone. Talking about a hit, Chris Wilson takes one, and he hangs on.
They did not.
And with the pump and the deep ball, it is caught! John Pennington with the 28-yard touchdown. Quarterback draw, Marshall. 2 good blocks and all the way to the end zone untouched. Picks now. Another try, and this time in. 2 weeks ago, occurs in a few minutes. Off running, clear again. There he goes. Quincy Wilson, 36 yards, his 4th touchdown. No need to snap it again. West Virginia, from a 24-24 halftime tie to a 52-31 win in the backyard brawl.
It was on a day like this, in a place like this, that I first met Walter Mitty, that purveyor of those golden moments that last a lifetime in the game of college football. Of course, it might last longer if it happened in a game between the Buckeyes and the Wolverines. You're in for quite a day, folks. The ball is on the 3. And it is Weston. Steve Weston, the sophomore. To this side. Pressure coming. Navarre's pass is down the middle to Edwards. He's away and on his way. A foot race to the end zone. Touchdown. No flag. Here comes a little blitz. Blitz is picked up, though, and the pass thrown to Edwards. Touchdown. Give it to Perry. Up the middle he goes. To the outside. A foot race to the corner. Touchdown. He's got it. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 1 to Michigan. This is Perry sidestepping. He's headed for the corner. It's touchdown. Between the maize and blue and the scarlet and gray. And there is the knee down. The game will count away. And John Navarre has his place in Michigan football history.
Sooners taking dead aim at another national title.
West Texas breeze, and Jason White will go hunting for the first down. Receivers are covered, under pressure, fires in zone, got it! Touchdown, Travis Wilson! 5 days to number 2. Pump fake, White going for the corner of the end zone, got it again over there. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Trying to get to Jason White. They don't, and as a result, Oklahoma has another touchdown. This is Jones, Brandon Jones. So the 3 fellows on the balance. Here's Jones, got it again. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Surprised.
Work on it.
breaks free. Here comes Jones again. Cuts back, headed for the end zone. Keywan Jones goes 77 yards. Oklahoma taking dead aim at national championships.
He's their bruiser. It's 2nd and goal. He's got his 12th touchdown, Trojans. Leinart to throw again to the end zone, touchdown, and it's Mike Williams. Who else? The guys in the other jerseys that are having a big day, and the ball is loose again. Fumbled in the end zone, USC still trying to cover it. They will. Kenichi's got it, touchdown. Kenichi Odeze's the last guy in the line.
Offense around.
Look out from behind. There goes the ball again. Scooped up. And it's Mike Patterson. And Mike Patterson's heading to the barn. Touchdown, USC. In front of them, TCU among them, and Ohio State among them, and that makes the strength of schedule for USC that much better. But USC doesn't have to worry about all that right now because Michigan took care of Ohio State. They're taking care of their own business. Reggie Bush has great speed. Down the sideline he goes, one man to beat, and he beat him. He's gone. Touchdown, 96 yards. So big win for USC, 47-22. There's one of the heroes, Matt Leinart, the quarterback. There's the two coaches.
Teams in an SEC battle. The 3rd-ranked Tigers of LSU with a 9-1 record against the Rebels of Ole Miss. Here are the standings, which show Ole Miss with 6 consecutive victories in the SEC. LSU one back at 5-1. Michael Clayton in motion on first down. Mock throws from the end zone. Intercepted. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Travis Johnson.
Fun this year.
2nd down, quick flip right side. Clayton cuts inside, gets a block, has a touchdown. Rodney Reed was out there, and boy, did he clear the way.
Well, and
for the Chucky Mullins Award, they wear his number. Jamil Northcutt has it now. Here is Henderson, and he's in for the touchdown. My goodness. Matt Mock, Devery Henderson, 53 yards. In the blitz again, they are coming again. Eli Manning, Pearson, touchdown, Ole Miss.
that is how Florida scored against this LSU.
And the pressure is coming. Manning trips.
He got stepped on by his own guy.
Manning rolling out, being chased, and puts it up for grabs. There's Collins down there, and looked like an alley-oop in the end zone, but it was at the 45, and this one is in the bank. 17-14 LSU. Winning touchdown scored by Devery Henderson.
I know, but you know what? We're one team for playing good at the end of the year.
Well, there's a play at the end of the year. DeVar Darling with a touchdown catch from Matt Kegel. 17 yards, and it's 9-0. And Frederick becomes the go-to guy. Pickett looking, firing. It's a touchdown to Charles Frederick. Runs right side, Sampson. Sampson with great speed. He will score! Fires!
Got it.
Frederick! Touchdown! Our Corey Williams! Score!
Well, Steve, a lot happened on the play. They pump fake to Reggie Williams, and then it's Corey Williams with an absolute spectacular catch.
Blitz. Swagger throws. Intercepted. Marquise Cooper and the Huskies will win. Washington has defensive backs all the way back to the 30-yard line in the other territory. They run it underneath. They run the lateral. Benneman laterals forward, and that should be the final play of the game as the flag goes down. And for the 6th straight year, the Washington Huskies have stolen the Apple Cup from the Washington State Cougars.
Both sides, the tight end goes in motion towards the far side. And Jones fumbles the ball again. It's loose. LSU picks it up. This is going to be a touchdown. Eric Hill. Motion out of the shotgun. Mark wants to throw, and he does. It is caught by Clayton, and he is in for the score. In motion. Handoff on the snap to Mark. He rolls and looks to throw, and he does, and it is a touchdown. Waiting on the snap. There it is. He drops to throw. Steps up in the pocket and throws to a wide open Devery Henderson. Here's Clayton coming in motion, and the hand up play action fake. And back to throw is Mark, and he throws to a wide open Jones. He's got it. Touchdown. Center. Hands the ball to Vincent, cuts it to the outside, turns the corner, 20, 15, 10. He's at the 5, he's gone!
Again this afternoon, we welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Bitter rivals, the Seminoles from Tallahassee and the Gators from Florida. And here come the Gators. Back now on second down. Play fake, Ricks deep in the middle, got a man wide open. Caught, touchdown, FSU, Dominic Robinson, number 21.
Football set, and they're going to go play action.
And they've got a man wide open. It's Henshaw, the tight end. Touchdown. First of the season for Matt Henshaw. 5-yard line. Fake the draw, leap back to throw. He's got Ben Tripp, who has to adjust and does. Had to go from his right to his left. Didn't time it quite right, but Ricks is in trouble. He is elusive.
He dropped the ball.
Yes, he did. And here goes Kewan Radliff. The senior from Columbus, Ohio, strides in for the score.
Gus Scott made the play, a tremendous play by the senior safety. I mean, it happens all the time.
Oh, goodness. Out to the 23. Fumble. Pat Watkins has it. And the play will stand. That is a touchdown.
Yes.
4th and goal. Quarterback sneak.
He got it
touchdown.
Over. Yep, he got the ball over.
Receivers wide right. Fakes the handoff. Goes deep in the middle for Troop. He's there.
Whoa, baby.
Touchdown.
What a throw.
Field goal to tie and send it into overtime. Ricks forced right. Pulls up. Goes deep for PK Sam. Adjusts. Caught it. Touchdown. Here's the final play of the game. Leak being pressured. Pulls up. He's going to have to run. And this becomes the ultimate improvisation. He's got to score. The game is over because he does not. Chris Ricks, an improbable comeback. And Bobby Bowden wins number 300.
They're doing a great job of stuffing the LSU run. This is a running game that's been averaging 220 yards a game over the last 6 weeks.
Pass to Vincent, goes right, gets good blocks. Here comes the speed game. Jones from behind, cannot catch him. Needs another block. Thornton is hit by the official. And here's the touchdown from 87 yards away. Snapper, Brian Jordan. Thornton needing Kelso. Safety. 2. Play fake. Mark. A lot of time. Deep in the middle for Clayton. And there's Clayton. Touchdown, LSU. Very Dooley is the running backs coach. LSU intercepted. Lionel Turner. Touchdown, Tigers. Goal from the 3. Sweep left side. Vincent strolls in. Touchdown. Louisiana State University.
The home team in all orange comes out on a cold night with snow in the forecast, hoping to warm up the home fans and bring home a championship this evening. Celebrating our 20th anniversary of live college football on ESPN, it's the championship game of the Mid-American Conference. Champions of the East, 15th ranked Miami of Ohio. Champions of the West, 23rd ranked Bowling Green. Making Roethlisberger think tonight. Carswell comes with heat. Big Ben up top. It's Robinson. It's caught. It's touchdown. 3rd and goal. Magner was covered. Back to Sharon. Back to the end zone. Touchdown. 100 yards. We're not even 20 minutes into the game. Going for the end zone. Touchdown. Matt Grant, the tight end.
The Ohio State-Michigan game is his clinic film for the rest of his career.
Roethlisberger eludes the rush, throws on the right. Touchdown. Larkin. First down, Roethlisberger got his man in the backfield. It's Murray. He's still going. Touchdown.
The teams in the next BCS contract.
Mike Smith to the end zone. Touchdown. 48-20. But this is a big moment for Miami. It's been a long time since the team with the most championships in this league has gotten another one. But they will get one here tonight. 2003 MAC champions.
Kansas City, here we come. Loaded with talent. Oklahoma has dominated everybody in sight. Offensively, they are led by Heisman Trophy frontrunner Jason White. This quarterback pilots the nation's #1 ranked offense. Defensively, the Sooners are relentless, combining speed and power, which has handcuffed Big 12 offenses all season long. Bob Stoops' machine has their eyes set on another national title. Tonight, Kansas State takes on this Big 12 superpower. Quarterback L. Roberson and running back Darren Sproles have made it clear they do not back down. At 5'7", Little Tank Sproles provides one more challenge as Oklahoma zeroes in on the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship. From a sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City on a clear, cold night, welcome to the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship. The K-State 42-yard line. Kewan Jones has the corner and a dash for the end zone. Rashad Washington can't get it. Touchdown, Sooners. Light in motion. Roberson throws in zone. Touchdown, K-State. Ryan Casey, the 6'7" junior tight end from Gladstone, Missouri. Roberson on a play fake with a deep drop on first down. Takes it down the left sideline, wants Terry. Terry's got it. Headed for the end zone. K-State leads it. James Terry from Homestead, Florida on a 63-yard home run from L. Roberson. That familiar stand-up tight end. They set the middle screen, and here comes Sproles. First down, midfield. Breaks the daylight. In a run for the end zone. This would give him a 2-touchdown lead. He's got it. 60 yards on the middle screen to Darren Sproles. L. Roberson and Kansas State are alive and well. Over Kansas State through 3 in that game. Looking for the record. Got it. Touchdown. Throws it back.
I think it was Polite got it. Number 2.
Antoine Polite. Big 3rd down for the Sooners. Picked off. Intercepted by Teddy Sims. Touchdown. The dagger is delivered by the young man who deflected that ball earlier in the end zone. Perhaps there were too many stories written about, are they the greatest team of all time? Perhaps everybody should have just taken a deep breath. Bob Stoops tried to tell everybody, I don't want to say we're better than the championship. team because we haven't won it yet. We have a chance to be, and clearly they did not answer the bell in this one here tonight. But congratulations go out to Kansas State. The seconds tick away. Bill Snyder has won his first Big 12 championship, and there he is going across the field now for the congratulatory handshake with one of his former coaches, Bob Stoops.
You guys know what the BCS stands for?
What?
Big Chaotic Situation, especially after the earthquake that we had in college football last night, and tremors still being felt as we awaited the release of the final BCS standings to see who would play in the Nokia Sugar Bowl for the BCS title. Now, the BCS is made up of these factors. It's the strength of schedule, it's your computer ranking, it's your quality win, it's your number of losses, and it's the poll ranking. So it would appear that the human polls released on Sunday would be of paramount importance, the key issue being where would Oklahoma drop. Started with the coaches, USC, after beating Oregon State #1, SEC champion LSU #2, the Sooners tumble from 1 to 3, and the AP mirrored the coaches. So as a result, after we get these polls, what do we have in the BCS standings?
Oh, no.
Inverted.
Whoa.
LSU stayed #2. Oklahoma remains #1 by virtue of the points they piled up over the course of a dominating season prior to being dominated by Kansas State. So that now leaves us with these BCS games. In the Nokia Sugar Bowl for the BCS title, it will be Oklahoma against LSU. And trust me, New Orleans will be jumping.
As we have a meeting between East and West, it's the Inside Bowl, the Pac-10 and the Big East, as the 7-6 Golden Bears get ready to take on the Virginia Tech Hokies at 8-4. The Cal team, winner of 4 of their final games with one of the bright young quarterbacks in college football, takes the field here as they get set to take on the Hokies. It ought to be a great one here from the Valley of the Sun. We'll come back to set the stage right after this. Randall comes out, the pump fake, and he looks deep for Vic. He's got his man beat. Oh. Touchdown, Hokies! What a wonderful throw by Brian Randall. 36 yards and a touchdown for Virginia Tech. He's a playmaker. They come out and run the option. The toss outside to Jones, and he's got clear sailing. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Backfield. Oh. And they've got him wide open. The angle in by the halfback, and touchdown, Golden Bears. The split wide receivers right, and they hand it off to the fullback over the left side, and Mandarino, touchdown Cal. First and goal. They hand the ball off to Ichimondu, and he runs in, standing up, touchdown Golden Bears. Here comes the pressure, but the ball is off. End-over-end kick. Hall will take it at the 48. Makes somebody miss. He's got a wall. And now he's got a wall. He's gone. Will he break it? Touched up and then touchdown, Virginia Tech. Kidding me! A 38-yard punt. Returned 52 yards by D'Angelo Hall. Good snap, good hold, and the field goal is good. Tyler Fredrickson, the senior, makes good from 35 yards out and gives Cal a bowl win here at the Inside Bowl, 52-49 over Virginia Tech.
We welcome you to Dallas for the 68th annual SBC Cotton Bowl, where 21st ranked Oklahoma State takes on number 16, the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss on the move, a fake to Turner, and Turner's wide open. Touchdown. Out here, they're all stacked in the middle. Touchdown. And it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Manning to the end zone. And this time, SB hangs on. 6. Wow. Badger in motion and fields a shot up, and again looking for Woods. And again he got it. Made it look easy. Oh, man. The celebration is on in the state of Mississippi. By Manning. And he goes out a winner. 31-20 in our final. Back with a trophy presentation in a moment.
The famous helmets emerging from the tunnel, and here are the Michigan Wolverines, Big Ten champions of 2003. Lloyd Carr, 8 years as the head coach of this football team, and he's been to a bowl game every single season. They are the Trojans. With White coming to the bottom of the picture. Leinart gets some heat, goes down into the corner, and it's touchdown. Kerry Colbert. He beat Marcus Curry. Go right with it. No, gonna go left with it. And touchdown, White. One's out, Massey's out, Hoyer's out, Stevens out. Ball is thrown for Kerry Colbert. What a catch. A penalty flag goes down. He walks into the end zone, gets the touchdown call. Down. Ball back. Here's Williams throwing it. Mike Williams throws to Leinart. Touchdown. He's been begging that play all season long, and he finally gets it in the Rose Bowl. They win the Rose Bowl 28-14. And they will claim at least a share of the national championship, no matter what happens in New Orleans.
ABC Sports proudly presents Game 2 in our exclusive coverage of the Bowl Championship Series.
In the state of Florida, football is king. For decades, a battle has raged between Florida State and Miami to decide which university would claim pigskin supremacy. Their rivalry has produced some of college football's most memorable finishes.
It's up. Best to the right for the win. He missed it. Wide left.
Recently, the victory pendulum has swung back to the side of the Canes, who've taken 4 straight from the Noles, including a victory earlier this season. Tonight marks the final meeting between these football superpowers before they become ACC conference mates. What better place for the two to meet on the biggest stage the state of Florida has to offer? For pride, for honor, for the first time in a bowl game, the FedEx Orange Bowl. The 70th FedEx Orange Bowl. 2 teams from in-state. And our matchup, the Big East champions from Miami, the champions of the ACC from Florida State. And here come the Seminoles. Miami's the first school to play in every BCS bowl. And here come the Canes. Ricks in the gun.
They snapped it to the short guy.
Is he in? Touchdown. Lorenzo Booker.
Do that again against them, or can we not?
This time they fake it to him. Ricks rolls and throws to the end zone. Touchdown. Matt Henshaw, the tight end of all people. And there at tailback. He'll get the call. Moss. Got it. Touchdown. This one from 51 to try to get Miami the lead. The kick on the way, and he got it. Quick drop. Ricks flips it out. Incomplete, intended for P.K. Sam. The celebration is about to begin for Miami. Berlin can take a knee. The final seconds will start to tick away. For the Hurricanes, who've won 5 straight, they win the 70th FedEx Orange Bowl, 16-14.
ABC Sports proudly presents Game 3 in our exclusive coverage of the Bowl Championship Series.
capacity crowd has continued its New Year's celebration for 2 days here in the Valley. And now they're ready for some football. For the first time ever, it's Ohio State and Kansas State. Here's a low snap. Pressure blocked. Ohio State's got it. Touchdown Buckeyes. Prince's got pressure. Now rolls right. Looks to the back of the end zone. Touchdown Buckeyes. Santonio Holmes. Look out, boys. Here come the Buckeyes. It's almost time to batten down the hatches. Touchdown Jenkins. Out of the gun on first down. Roberson inside the 10. Roberson touchdown. Spreads the field sideline to sideline. Krenzel looks in the corner to Jenkins. Touchdown. Oh, what a catch right over top of Lavender. Michael Jenkins. Again on the waggle. Krenzel looks deep. Throws to the end zone. Santonio Holmes. Touchdown. Quarterback sneak. It looked like he got it. Touchdown. Kansas State has a touchdown. It's now a one-touchdown game. Again for the second year in a row on this field. Roberson throws it high. And it's over. Ohio State wins it. The Buckeyes go to 11-2 on the year as a BCS at-large
disputed national champion. But no season has been quite like this one, with USC already staking its claim to a share.
I think we just won the national championship.
And now, every team except two have been measured this bowl season. Oklahoma and LSU move center stage, determined to state their case for a championship. And throughout the season, the Oklahoma Sooners pillaged all comers. They scored more than 50 points in 7 games, and they were favorably compared with the greatest of all time. But then came the Big 12 championship game. Kansas State exploded the myth. And for an entire month, Heisman-winning quarterback Jason White has lived with this bitter taste.
That feeling was horrible. We don't want it happening again. It's do or die for us.
The LSU Tigers storm into New Orleans, riding a 7-game winning streak. The Tigers dominated Georgia in the SEC championship game with big plays and a smash-mouth defense. Coach Nick Saban built this powerhouse around speed and a relentless bump-and-run blitzkrieg.
We don't play DB like this. We don't play bump and run like this. Got to have balance and body control.
Every game played, every inch of turf battled for has led to this showdown between Oklahoma and LSU for the BCS National Championship. You are looking live at the Louisiana Superdome in New Orleans for the final college football game of the season. Oklahoma's great fans long ago exhausted their supply of 37,000 tickets. Now, LSU fans, they didn't have far to drive. Their campus in Baton Rouge, only 90 miles away, as we welcome you to the Nokia Sugar Bowl, the BCS National Championship game between Oklahoma and LSU. He did not. Second down from the end zone. White moving the pocket. Now comes far to double coverage. Thrown, juggled, intercepted by Webster. Webster at the 40-yard line. Corey Webster still going down to the 31-yard line. One of the best defensive backs. Or stick around for another season. Green in motion's got great speed, looking for the corner. Got the first down, got it turned. Here he comes, the track man. Zips to the end zone for the game's first touchdown. 20. Petty. So far, he's been very accurate. They got it. There's the block punt recovered at the 2-yard line. First and goal all week. They hand it off. Touchdown. Jones crossed the plane. We are an extra point away from being tied in New Orleans.
It wasn't so much of the dip.
Put the new standard up for LSU. Here he comes again. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Vincent. Amazing performance. First, he breaks open the SEC title game with that intercepted. And LSU has scored on the Marcus Spears interception, the second play of the second half. And their way in. Jones burrows his way in. Touchdown, OU. Checking the sideline one final time. Blitz shows, and here it comes. White steps away, slide step, deflected, incomplete. On the ground, it was close, real close. Clayton on the dive. Delayed blitz has got him at the 40-yard line. Linebacker Lionel Turner did not come on the snap. They decided to come with the delayed blitz. Jason hangs it. Had an opportunity for Perkins back there at about the 21-yard line. LSU wins the BCS National Championship. Nick Saban coming across the field. Shake hands with Bob Stoops. LSU claims the title.